Screen Actors Guild president said Disney should be ashamed of the situation with Scarlett Johansson in their statement. This is an article from Deadline by Patrick Hypes, titled SAG-AFTRA President on Scarlett Johansson's Black Widow lawsuit. Disney should be ashamed. So, let's look into this. SAG-AFTRA President Danielle Carteris on Friday weighed in on behalf of the Actors Union on Scarlett Johansson's lawsuit alleging Disney violated her contract for her role in Black Widow. Johansson filed a lawsuit last week, claiming the studio breached her contract by releasing the Marvel movie Black Widow on Disney Plus at the same time it was released in theaters. Filed in Los Angeles Superior Court, takes aim at a new phenomenon of the studio streaming wars. Day-and-date releases in theaters and on streaming platforms. Disney hit back at the suit filed July 29th, saying it showed a callous disregard to the COVID pandemic. It also revealed that Johansson has so far received $20 million from Black Widow to date, a rare outing of star compensation. Organizations like Women in Film, Reframe, and Time's Up criticized for the attempt to characterize Johansson as insensitive or selfish for defending her contractual business rights, the group said in a joint statement, and I covered that. You can check out my video if you're interested. SAG-AFTRA President Danielle Carteris echoed those sentiments Friday. Disney should be ashamed of themselves for resorting to tired tactics of gender shaming and bullying. How is their statement gender shaming? There's no mention of gender at all. Mentioned her by name once. That's it. There's no gender shaming. They make this shit up, and then people who don't pay attention just believe it. They don't look into it for themselves. And these woke weirdos just push this narrative. It's just so annoying. See it again and again. But they continue. Actors must be compensated for their work according to their contract. Scarlett Johansson is shining a white-hot spotlight on the improper shifts in compensation that companies are attempting to slip by talent as distribution models change. Nobody in any field of work should fall victim to surprise reductions in expected compensation. It is unreasonable and unjust. Disney and other content companies are doing very well. They can certainly live up to their obligations to compensate the performers whose art and artistry are responsible for the corporation's profits. Now, this is interesting as well, because it seems like at least the Actors Guild, Screen Actors Guild, are waking up to these companies probably gonna screw them over, the actors over. With the streaming services, they're gonna fudge numbers. They don't normally release numbers. This is the first time Disney actually released numbers because it did well. So it looks like the actors may get screwed, and they're finally realizing this, and maybe something interesting might happen soon. We'll see. But she added, additionally, we are deeply concerned by the gendered tone of Disney's criticism for Miss Johansson. Women are not callous when they stand up and fight for fair pay. This has nothing to do with that. Nothing to do with unequal pay for women. There's no gendered tone to the statement. She just thinks they screwed her over with the streaming release. That's it. This gender stuff is bullshit. Nothing to do with that. They just insert this to make it a political thing. They are leaders and champions for economic justice. Complete bullshit. Women have been victimized by pay inequity for decades, not anymore. And they have been further victimized by comments like those in Disney's press statements. Complete bullshit. These sort of attacks have no place in our society, and SAG-AFTRA will continue to defend our members from all forms of bias. That's the article. Just horrible stuff from Danielle Carteris. Completely untrue, false bullshit. I don't really have a side in this. I think if this goes to court, after seeing the lawsuit, I haven't read through the whole thing, I just saw this section from Ryan Kinnell RK Outpost, check him out. He pointed out language in her contract says that it's a wide theatrical release and gives an example of minimum, I think, 1,500 theaters, and it's past 4,000 that it was released in. So, unless they went to her and said, okay, well, negotiate, gave them their word on that, there's no argument, really, for Johansson. Disney would win. Unless they settle. Or there's something we don't know. I don't know if they'd settle. I don't think they will. I think this might go to court, because if they do settle, give people like Emma Stone and Emily Blunt more reason to sue and they'll also settle, get more money from it. And there might be even more who jump on the wagon. So, I wouldn't settle if I were them, if there's something, unless there's something we don't know. So we'll see how that goes. But, again, this is complete bullshit, this statement. I'll continue covering this lawsuit, but let me know what you think. Like if you like the video, subscribe if you want to see more, comment, share. Another channel called Tough Lot Less Sports, where I talk about mostly football, baseball, and basketball, but other sports related stuff if I'm interested in it. So go check that out, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.